Hey everyone, Thomas here from Thunderbolt Films. Before we start, I just want to mention the side-by-side comparison video of both editions of Star Wars Dark Force Episode 4, as those are the type of videos I want to do on Wednesdays. Videos like that, something I have laying around in my archives, something I do for FCTV, or a video that links to said video I did for FCTV, or something short and sweet I can do in like a couple hours. Well, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the main event. As I'm about to start shooting another short film, one thing that is on my mind is my directing skills. I've been asked every once in a while on Twitter by a few younger filmmakers, how to direct. And admittedly, I'm not the most qualified person to talk about this. As, well, I'm 18 and almost 19, and I haven't had a large amount of directing experience. But from what little experience I do have, I feel I can answer some questions I get. This is going to be like a series that is a work in progress, something I'll update maybe every year or so as I get more experience directing under my belt. But for right now, this is my 2 cents on directing. One area I'm definitely not the most qualified to talk about is working with real actors. As the only so-called actors I've worked with, at least the closest one you can consider them, is Dylan Listener, who you may remember from this skit. He's also an FCTV alumni. And Jacob Goldfarb, who you may remember as Darth Raven from Star Wars Dark Force. Now, both these guys have stage experience, and as well as their own side projects for film. Typically those actors are a little bit easier to work with than when you're working with just friends, which is our next topic. Another thing I get asked often about is how to work with friends, especially ones that aren't the best at acting. Being a student, this is a problem I can definitely answer. Maybe not the best solution to, but something that a lot of us have experience with, since those are typically the only people we actually have to work with. But even with real actors, some of these circumstances can occur. The best advice I can offer is befriend kids that actually want to act, such as in the drama club. A common circumstance is when you can't get the right performance out of an actor, whether being professional or not. Either you can't get the proper timing or emotional reaction out of them. I had an experience like this when I was directing a music video last year for FCTV that we never finished. But there was a scene with Ryan in it as a teacher, and one requirement for this project was everybody in the entire class had to be in front of the camera, whether being just an extra or having a line of dialogue. And going for the story that was written, I pictured a very strict, hard-ass teacher. You probably know what I'm talking about. And no disrespect to Ryan or anything, he's not the most comfortable in terms of acting. And I wasn't getting the proper emotional reaction out of him that I had written. And since this is a music video with no audible dialogue, facial expressions and hand gestures are vitally important. We must have did like 10 takes of just one scene. It got to the point where Kevin, our instructor, got a little impatient. Understandably, considering we had a 40-minute time crunch in the class period. But I was determined to get the right reaction out of it. Not getting into too much detail, I tried to get him thinking about certain events that had happened in his life prior to that shooting day. Think about this person, and think about that person. And I said, and I kept trying to pressure it into him so he would get angry thinking about those people. And once he got the right amount of anger in him, I made him do the scene again. That won't work in every situation. Some people just get too uncomfortable when dealing with their emotions, especially in front of a good amount of people, which is what it was like on that shoot day. But it's worth a try. So right now, that's basically all I got. Again, this will be something that is a work in progress that I'll update every year or so. And we'll see how it evolves as I get more experience directing films and maybe some other things later on. So that is it, guys. Remember to follow me on Twitter, ThomasBolt1. Like the Facebook page, Thunderbolt Films. Subscribe to the Thunderbolt Vlog/Extras channel. And follow me on Instagram, TheTomBolt. So, thanks, guys. I will see you next week. Bye.